EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he can't field it clean. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Now Jones. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Brought down at the
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Ravens.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
We're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself a...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Isaiah Coulter. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Ravens nothing.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Third and long, it's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14. Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14, Ravens 7.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Watson now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 15-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 19-point game. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson off play action. He's going deep for Brown. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And his kick is right through.
Jaguars 42, Ravens 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
And
off the play fake. Watson, he's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A very solid gain of 27. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
His throw is going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Leads to second and goal.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. No gain on this, D. Look at me. Zipper. 6. Mike, 50. Right there. 56. Oh, get it.
It'll be Minshew again. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 49.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Coulter. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey! Mike 29. Come. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Jaguars 56, Ravens 9. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Another time now. 19. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 44. Alert. 44. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Ball carried by
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew, he gets this to Coulter complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jaguars 63.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. The left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Jaguars 63. Ravens 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead.
23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And incomplete. It's 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
51. 51, Mike 51.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
It's like my old high school coach used to say, Charles. He said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Jaguars 70, Ravens 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Topper! Yo, cheetah! 29 is the Mike 29. Get it!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards. They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
For another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Bravo! Watch the run! Go! Mike 29. Ready to go.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Check the outs. Blue draw Corkers. Mike 29. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They're going option play on third down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time on the run. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 77. Ravens 30.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's more. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Minshew. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking here for Smith downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Able to get away. And a big one. loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
13-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Coverage by
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Ravens.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.